welcome. Nope, don't shake the camera. No seasickness quite yet. To the 24th of frickin' January in the year of the 2026. All right, here we are. I heard there's a snowstorm, ice storm, frigid cold. I fortunately do not have that. It feels downright spring-like if you do ask me, but pile on in. I see seats up in the front. I see seats up in the nosebleed section. So wherever you might be tuning in from, or looks like today is the case, is tuning not in from. Oh, it happens. I should at least give myself a few. Oh, excuse me. Silly cough. I hope those urchins did not make me sick. But welcome. Well, oh, did I introduce myself? No, we are being ultra best at hosting. No videos, me, all videos. That's us. Oh, my thumbs down. Am I gonna crush my? I should not do that. All right, thumbs down because. Oh, I forgot to repost the show. There's always something. Does chat work? Did I introduce myself? I believe I did not. Oh. Hold on. Welcome. Oh, Phoenix, do you know how to use your voice? I don't. Okay, I don't think I can spell. No, we can't. But welcome to the tent. Welcome to the show. I am your host, the one, the only, the Phoenix Electorate. Not to be confused with that other Phoenix. Just me. Hello. I need to make things bigger. Oh, no. Just me. Yeah, oh. Huh? Oh, that's weird. Interesting. Chat in Rumble Studio to the YouTube is showing up differently. Huh. Okay, well, whatever. I knew they were doing something. And to my disappointment, I think on Wednesday it was Rumble Studio that had a glitch that kicked my show from to YouTube because I kept obsessively checking for emails of like, you've been on the purge list. But no, I did not get any. So, darn it, Rumble Studio problem and not me saying a naughty word. Oh, on Wednesday, no, everything's fine. I think we're rolling. Actually, can you turn this on so I can see myself on the big screen? Because I'm vain. And I need to see myself on all the monitors in all of the places. Are we sewing? Yes. Corset? Yes. All right, let's hop to it. I'm fondling plastic bones in my hand to use as my spacer. I've got the edging foot, as we've learned from the great Alley, the Darth Manual himself. All right. Let's get ready to stitch. Oh, that one. Okay. I think this is the pile we need. Oh yes, because I'm going to collect the paper pieces so I can recut on the power mesh. Because the last one I cut was too big, and I knew that that's not how I. Where's Phoenix? Do you have words? No, it's not frozen here, but man, oh man, you think my brain just froze. Okay. Let's start with this piece. Did I get those eyelets in yet? Nope. Oh, but I am going to leave a layer of stabilizer so that I've got some extra girthiness when I go to use the puncher tool that must be right here next to me somewhere, but I can't put my fingers in. Oh, that light looks pretty good. Oh, this camera is so washed out. Oh well. Alright, it's fine. Oh, if I don't lose my voice, everything will be fine. Holy moly. I hope folks are doing well. I hope. Oh, there's always something. I want the other foot or the other side. Well, that makes sense. All right, let me change out my feet from this foot to the opposite side foot. All right, you should. Let's look in the. Nope. There's always my pile of feet because I try to keep them organized and they just wander around. There you go. There's the foot I was looking for. Somehow I'm supposed to be able to do both sides with this one, but I don't understand how to move it, so I just actually, and then I don't because I just have one foot for each side. Whatever. Hello, handsome. Would you like to come sing them a song already? You want to come sing a song? Why don't you come do it, Meow? I think they would be really excited. Everybody needs a little warm, white, fluffy fuzzy right now. Come on, Loki. Oh, I've summoned Trouble himself. Trouble incarnate has arrived. Okay, so I'm just for the gajillionth time laying this interfacing onto oh, but it needs to be on the okay. Okay, Phoenix, you are really not a very good host. So what I'm doing is moving the interfacing because I don't want it right on the seam line. I want it in the center slot because that is where the eyelets are because we have a layer of bones, eyelet, another layer of bone. And I just... Okay. Hello. Welcome. All right. Scratch that for now. We're going to take a break. Oh, hey, dude. Cat butt in the camera. You're so helpful. You are ultra best helpful. Ultra fluffy. Actually, that's your brother, Loki. You're just ultra trouble. All right. Welcome to the cat show. Right meow. Right meow. After these meowsages, we'll be right back. Oh, what products is Blamo going to help us with today? Too early. I could complain about all the ways that I'm kind of irritable, but what fun would that be? So, we're just going to sew corsets and pretend that we can sew stable. That we're so stable. Hey, dude. Okay. Okay, bone on. Oh, can I do? Yes. So then, no, it's not going to be. I'm overthinking this, Phoenix. Don't overthink it. You're just. Oh, but I can't. Okay. Just want to start to get the stabilizer situated in here. And I was flapping around, but. But the one that it should just. Oh. Thank you, Catmerman, you for readjusting. Now if you could just learn how to pull the focus for us. That's too much to ask for right meow, isn't it? I'm just trying to make sure everything's smushed nicely without handling the pieces too much. We are a contradiction in terms this morning. There. Line up the top. Make sure the bone is tucked firmly into the seam. And then again, just like a zipper or whatever, any place you use this particular attachment, I just am trying to ride very close to the straight edge, and I can do that because of the shape. Nope, try forward. Yeah, I backstitched. Ooh, we are so good this morning. I love this print. I kind of wish it didn't have like brought to registered trademark by whatever, but whatever. Just tuck back the bobbin winder. It was trying to be engaged, and we don't need to wind bobbins right now. Right, but I am going to slide the bone down the channel so I can continue with my straight line. Are you to the bottom? There we go. Whew. I'll just take that other piece of stabilizer and get that in there. And rinse and repeat. We're going to just continue to do quite a bit of this because this is, boys and girls, this is how corsets get their boners. I mean, get boned. And before I move on to the next section, I am going to slide out the bone, rethread it, and then restitch along the seam allowance because we're just being extra tonight. Hold on. I don't think we have a new bobbin thread right now. No, 100%. Where did you go? Okay. Slide you out. Oh! Our bullet bobbin is all empty. Go to my magical case of bobbins. I was thinking we should probably take some, like, decorate this, like, cute and pretty, but then you never know. Do they even still sell sucrets? I don't know. Ugh. Oh, the cinnamon Newman's candies. Those were good, too. This one is like straight from the circus. Like all trading cards. Should we stitch circus trading cards? And what would that look like? Yeah, pretty hot though. Oh, these are good. I don't know if they still make these, but if you like a cinnamon spicy. Oh, I shook it hoping that there was mince in there. There's not, Phoenix. It's only pins. Oh, the sound of mince and pins is pretty similar though, so you can't blame a girl for shaking the tin, forgetting what she had in there. What she didn't was like, maybe, is this Schrodinger's tin? Is there mince in there? It's the same with the Dutch cookies. There's a 50-50 chance there's cookies, and an equal chance that you're gonna end up with a sewing or knitting or crafting tub. Maybe, or it could be filled with buttons. I do have, yeah. And it's funny because I think I've seen clips from different cultures, and it east, west, north, south. It's kind of a ubiquitous thing that those containers inevitably become filled with bits and bobs. All right, I'm going to trim this and then go back to the beginning, stitch again. Just take an, oh, let's be good and snip our ends as we go. Fancy that, us practicing. Good technique. Don't get used to it. I'm sure I'll forget on the next piece. Ugh. Loki, are you gonna come over too? You're just gonna let him try to do all the work, and you're just gonna see if you're gonna get the snackies. So for this time, I leave the bone in just to ensure that you did everything the right, but I keep the distance the same. But right now I'm just going to be really careful and try to sew just on top of the first seam line. Because I know for a fact that the bone fit. Oh, and it's just a little bit. Now we're back to riding the bone. So I like to have a spare bone laying around for sewing boning channels with this foot. I'm sure, oh, right, there's the way that I've seen people do it that Phoenix is like, not in this lifetime, boys and girls. Taking your fabric, pinning it or basting it, and then using a ruler and hand drawing all of those lines only to stitch over them. And I say, you gotta be fluffing kidding me. No. That works for you. That's super awesome. But yeah, no. I prefer the way I do it, which is fine because nobody's sewing my clothes for me these days. Because I can't. Oh, I think the last thing that I got from a store that was clothing was thermal underwear last year. 2 sets because I didn't have any and just thought it would be good to have a set or 2. And the 2 was really because I was like, our size is going to change, so we should be prepared. It's a good thing. All right, back to the stitching. I know. Did people where you're at? Where's there the crazy storm preppers? Did you go to the store and see rolls of no toilet paper? Yes. Were the toilet paper aisles empty? Out of bread and milk and cheese. Baby formula. That's another one. Diaper. Oh. Trying to be fancy and we're just fluffing it up. Oh no. Okay. Next, you're being too complicated. This is not gonna work. But... Oh. Okay. Stop fluffing around. Just keep with the stitching, kids. Okay. I'm getting lost and distracted today. I woke up like a gajillion times in the nighttime. It's like too hot, too cold. Couldn't get comfortable. I'm like, oh my god. This is really getting annoying. And this cough is really getting stupid. There's only one proud. So we are crushing it with the audience. Thanks everybody. That's all right. I've got to get this sewing done, and I don't sit at the machine. Besides, for when we're here, generally, that's not true. I sew for me. I have been making some good progress on my spinning for that last. Well, for the wool. So I would like just to work my. Oh, sew it again. How distractible and irritated can one circus be? We shall find out, boys and girls, because I think we can be even more horrible. I'm just being really bitchy about my seams right now. Everything feels wrong, so I'm just trying to be extra careful because there's nothing like doing such good things and then fluffing it up. This is where I should probably punch the eyelets in case I fluff it up. Something happened. Should we? I really don't want to. Why do I dislike eyelets so much? Oh, I know, because I only fight with my eyelet makers, whether it's the pliers one or the fancier machine. Oh, looky, Fluff. Oh, hey! You almost rolled onto my chair. Do I need a cat break? Do I need another cat break? So I did make some progress on this new chain for the mummer's necklace, so I have been getting back to that. I think. What hook is this? Oh, just what I needed. Oh, where are you? What are you doing, cameraman? If I hold it up to the camera, can I see better? Size 6, size 9? I don't know. Here's the little hook on focus. And there's the thread. This is gold size 10 from color number, oh, I don't know. Whatever. All right, so coming along. What? Oh, Oh, Hector, why do you got? Oh, come. Oh, I don't think they can hear you panting. Okay, we don't need the mic all the way in my mouth. Oh, we're gonna drop the mic stand now. One of the hood cats, Hector, was in the window. That bang, yeah, that was little man throwing himself at said window, trying to get at the cat. Well, that was a bag of flop. I don't think I have the... I don't think the stabilizer's where I need it. Oh well. They fall out, then you know who's gonna be stitching eyelets on the machine. Okay. What about just punching and reinforcing? But these eyelets are kind of little. But I am going to set them in upside down so that the flat side is against my underlayer, and if there's any sharp bits from the top nubby is going to be on the outside, and just where it only will cut into the lacing. So it will be. And I'm going to do that same seam technique yeah. One corset, one set of seams. Different corset, maybe we'll do a different set. You two Loki's. Oh, all the boys. Alright. Stitchin', stitchin', stitchin'. Hurrah, hurrah. was trying to think of what I was going to need little compartments for on the outside, or for the other version that's got some little hookers on the inside and on the outside. I have enough fabric. I can make another one of either the same style or different style. Oh, what the? Something got really shifty on this piece. The inner layer and the outer layer do not match up at this bottom edge anymore. Okay. Oops. Pulled it too hard. Did I? Let's rethread the needle. Okay, this is in the way. I just back to the stitchery. No, oh, Jiminy Christmas Phoenix. No stitches are made. You stitch no stitches with an unthreaded needle. Is that the quote for the day? We really are. Just want to hibernate today. Holy moly, it's not that cold, but it's a good thing we're sewing stuff to keep us together, because wow, are we becoming unstitched? Are our seams opening up? Is our silk being shattered? Well, it's a good thing we can sew ourselves back together, make ourselves a nice sturdy exoskeleton, and find the supports that I need to make it through, because I'm really annoyed with all these folks that what? Again? Reggie, you've been so good. Oh. Yeah, we'll do it. We're just getting caught up in all the wrong places. Okay, take next one more stitch. The next stitch I will sew you, 'cause we're gonna make it one stitch. Do, 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 do. I know, what did I see before the show? That on Mount Washington in New Hampshire, with the wind chill temperatures were negative 75 Celsius. I was like, fluff that. That's too cold. Yep, no thanks. I don't have the... Oh, if I had to, we'd make it work. But man, oh man, that does not make for a very happy Phoenix. I only see grumpy with temperatures like that. All right, so one second back panel stitched. Eyelets avoided again. Then going to find part 2. No, I mean part 5. 4, 1, 2, 3. Do, 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 do. Okay. Oh, right, because these pieces are for that half. Oh, sewing corsets, generally straightforward. Keeping your corset pattern pieces organized, exquisitely difficult. So I'm just going to go through, unfree the pieces, get my not spicy mint tin, and then I'll just set the pattern piece safely to the side. I do want to do this out of the 4-way power mesh as the lining layer because we've got cute. Okay. Yeah, because the more curvy has got to go. Okay. Okay, so then I just carefully line stuff up. I do put pins in when I'm sewing corsets. As many as I need to make these happy little sandwiches of the 2 new layer pieces sandwiched to the previous layer. This one starts to get curvy, so I'm gonna just ease the pieces in because they should fit. So you just got to be careful and walk your way down the seams. All right, I'm just gonna put one more. That should be good. And this is the, I guess, downside. It is just a different thing. You can't pre-pin all of your pieces together when using this seam technique because you need that open side so I can stitch and then fold it over, and then I create the next intersection for my sandwich. All right, and this one I have my 1 centimeter seam allowance already marked on this piece, so I'm just going to use that to stitch along. With just all sorts of straight lines. Hello. How's it going? Oh my god, I saw you got a flood, you got company, you went to the quilt show. Did your Facebook get hacked, or did you really, from your one that might have like all of your stuff, try to friend me on Facebook that you haven't posted to since 22? I'm not sure. I noted it was like, oh, I'll get back to you on that. Oh, you're at the quilt. I know. It looks like you two have been having so much fun. Some of those pieces are so amazing. That looks spectacular. Oh, and I've heard, have you been feeling the earthquakes? Or things you're like, just what I need. Earthquakes, floods. At least there's not fire this year yet. That's okay. That's my real Facebook. Okay, just check in to make sure you weren't hacked, because I just check it. Like, wow, you were. Ugh. Funny. All right, well then, in that case, I will hit the. You're not gonna steal my information. Oh my god, I hope you've been good. It looks like you've been busy and always fun to have reasons to reorganize. I keep shopping my stash. All I wanted to do was go to the Goodwill, maybe after the show, because I need to stop by the grocery store. I need a couple things. Maybe. Except it's completely, I feel like poop and just want to buy stuff. And not that I'm in want, not in need of anything, and I know this. All right, did I reinforce the other seams? All right, we're just gonna quadruple stitch everything. Oh, William, the room getting flooded was the greatest thing that's happened in a while. It forced you to get organized. Well, that's good. Hopefully there wasn't too much damage and all that other stuff, and that it's no mold. All the good. The quilt show is fun, but we've gone 3 days in a row. Right? You're stitched. You're so over quilts. You're so over quilted. So much to see. So much. Do they have like free sample? Is it like trade shows where you like collect goodies? I miss sometimes going to professional conferences just to get samples from sponsors. Oh, silly. Well, you guys should see if that shop in does Jordan Fabrics up in Grants Pass, over in Grants Pass, down in Grants Pass, have a proper shop? Do you guys need a really long road trip? I mean, I know nothing. Silly. Okay. I am in love. Oh, we're just gonna meld right into the forest in this corset. Oh, and even with the seams, it looks like the trees are thick. Oh, we're just gonna blend right in. We're gonna become a forest fairy. Oh, they have more vendors this year than last. Oh, that's good. Oh, press it, finger press it real good. And where things are off, we'll just trim it up and make it all. Oh, just taking my nails and using them to press open the seams. And then I'm going to use my sacrificial boning to, oh right, because we did a line on each side of the seam. There we go. Oh, there was something I was thinking about. That Phoenix, what a segue to nowhere. Nope. Train left the station. I need my other foot. Welcome to How Many Feet Can We Change? Lots. No, we're just using 2 today so far. Oh, yes, I need to stop saying it. I need to just get back to the Mummer's Necklace project. That project is not going to sew itself. I'm sure Jess is glad to not have to. She's like, oh, weather's going to be shitty. We're just going to go to where the weather's going to be great. Oh. Just looking grumpy because my thread tension is completely questionable. I was gonna bring my warm blanket because everything was feeling silly, but I'm like too hot, too cold. I need to get temperature regulation is not our strong suit right now. So thank goodness for wool and natural materials. Temperature regulate me. Oh, I should have put on silk, then I could have been so fancy. I had it in my head last night, I was like, oh, we're gonna put our face on, get all dolled up, maybe look extra nice, and I got up and I was like, give me coffee. We're just gonna show up as deformed over and it's gonna be fine. Here we are. Hey Loki, I could really use some time with you, the sweet emotional abuse cat. Do you want to come and would you like to come? Can you come mesmer? I need the mesmer act. Mesmerize me. Oh, I keep calling the wrong cat. Come on. You're gonna show up again. I know. I should really, if I keep calling you and you keep coming, I should break out the snack sack. But we have not met any of our metrics. A, it's not an hour. B, our numbers are kind of crummy right now. We gotta be so much better than this. Because we are vain. I do think the sew show is about me, and This is why we can't have nice bones around here. Yeah, it's always good to have a sacrificial bone. A, because you need it to sew with, and B, sometimes the cat thinks it's crunchy, small animal bones. Oh, gosh. Yeah, would you like a cat toy just filled with little pieces of boning that's crunchy? You might actually really like that. Make your cat toys be more realistic. Stuff them with synthetic bones today. New from Blamo, the product your feline friends didn't know they needed. Faux bone stuffed mouses. Oh my god. Just what your cat needs for the spring season. You think you've got mice? Well, we'll get your cats trained for hunting season with synthetic bone-filled mice. Mice. Oh. You're distracting me, and I'm encouraging it, so that doesn't really say much. Okay. Okay. Oh. Can you not unthread my sewing machine? Okay. Ow! Alright, now I'm just being beaten by cattails. Again. Ow. Okay. Well, you saw how I'm going to sew these bones. I'm going to switch feet back to the other side and sew another bone because that's what I said I'm doing. With thud. Am I sick? I don't know. Well, it's a good thing we can just hang out at home for the next 2 days. Well, today and tomorrow. I'm sure I have to leave the house on Monday. Okay. I'm gonna get this pretended I can stitch. Okay, alright, you can. Ow. 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 You're really hurting me with that tail there. Okay. You've been co-opted. Welcome to the feline frenzy. Oh, that's... Why did you sit on the back of my chair like Chief's kitty does? Ow! That really didn't hurt. I just didn't like getting cattail fur in my lip gloss. It's funny. The number of times I say ow to things that don't actually hurt me physically, or they just don't hurt, but it's just a response that I need to vocalize something. So ow frequently is. Alright, we are making no sense. Okay, I'm trying not to distort the pattern, the pieces. Am I doing a very good job at that? Absolutely not. We're kind of being disastrous, but I tried so hard to make sure everything was lined up on the grain and that I marked and cut the pieces super carefully, but yeah. Frequently you do the best you can and then only to realize that the fabric has a mind of its own and does funny things, and you just gotta work it out. No, I was trying to go through this seam technique in my brain, if how to do it if I'd put in a busk. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna have eyelets in the back. zipper in the front. So we have size adjustment at least one spot. Oh, I forgot to reinforce the seam on the other side. All right. I'm gonna sew this, sew the other one, go back to the other one. Yeah, okay. These seams are not going anywhere if I can have my way with them. Okay. Why do we really want to sing Christmas songs? Huh? I know. Did they say are they supposed to have frozen iguanas falling out of trees in Florida? I don't know how the animals survive at -75. Like, that's so cold. That's so cold. No thanks. Oh, here I am. I'll take my 48 degrees. Yep. Can't read either. Ay. Yeah. Oh, he's sneezing too. I wonder. I'm starting to wonder. Loki. Alright, let me get a couple more seams done. Then I'll open up the snack sack. Yeah, I'll do it. So, fingers crossed that we get the assembly of these two sides done. And got a very fancy purple zipper that we're going to put in because it's one of two that I had the correct length. I asked him, I was like, purple or blue? And he said purple. So, here we are. Woodland corset, but it'll just look like little violet flowers. It'll be completely fine. It'll be totes adorbs. Alright, now on to the next piece. Oh, alright, before we do that, see, I knew it. Let me take a second, clean up our threads before proceeding because thread management, like dirty dishes, is tasks better managed as you go than leaving them all to the end. Oh, tension is really shitty. Alright, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. If anything starts to be funny, we will just sew it again. So yeah. Alright, I need piece number 4. Yeah, see, like this piece doesn't look like it should go together, but if I just walk it and angle the piece number 5, it really does line up. Oh! I also Yeah, it lines up even better when I have the right side, the correct orientation of the pieces. But did I say? I think I did, but I'll say it again. Not gonna undo the. What are you doing that for, dude? The power mesh one that the other day. Going to leave it and use it for my mannequin that I need to build. Holy moly. I do not like being this challenged with words. I feel like I'm an embarrassment to myself. Oh, Phoenix, you're always an embarrassment to yourself. You should pretend to set the bar a little lower. Yeah, don't do that. Do. Okay. What are you doing? So crazy. Okay. Pins, stitch, pin, stitch. Okay, so I'm just fiddling everything because they should all ease into each other. It's one of those things. It doesn't look, but then I just try to keep track of where the curve is and that everything meets where it's supposed to. Because if I keep track of my orientation and the sides, then theoretically. You are like a huge crybaby, dude. I flipped around with the other side on this piece too. There's something, it looks, everything seems right until I go to put it where it's supposed to be. Alright, we'll just ease it in this way. What? You don't think he's gonna help you from there? Let me get this done and then... We'll see about getting snackies. Actually, they're right here next to me. If I open up the concession stand, then everybody will just leave me. And I'm sure I haven't said it at all this show. Today I am stitching the Dolores Overbust corset from Arania Black. All of her content and all of her stuff magically disappeared from the internet, but the internet is forever, and there is a Google Drive that has all the patterns. Which is great. This is really fucked up. Okay, we have some very questionable stitching choices happening right now. I think once we give it a good old finger press, it should just We'll just press it into shape. Hopefully. I just, oh. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, see, it shouldn't be quite this puckered and funny, but... Dude, can you sing over here? Dude, can you sing for the audience for like 30 seconds while I get up for a minute? Will you entertain them while I run away for a second? Here, come here. I'll promise I'll give you snacks, but I need you up here at your mark. And if not, can you talk for, no. Okay. Dude. Okay. I'll leave this here. We'll get a cat. Okay, alright, let me mute myself at least. I'll be right back, boys and girls. Oh, can I mute myself? No. Alright. BRB. We're back. And can I read chat? Yep. All right. Come on, Loki. You want to come to your mark? Okay, first. All right. Okay. All right, Trouble. Come on, Loki. Oh, there you go. Okay. Ah, snacks. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, your feet are cold. Ow. Oh, such good hugs you give. Good hugs. Ow. Oh, it's on the chair. Here. It's right in there. It's in the crack. Ow. Ow. Okay, Loki, and there's... Oh. We'll just recycle that one. Loki, you want one more? Oh, ow. Ooh, ooh, Okay. That's it. We gotta make sure that it's Svelte Cat Summer starting in January. What is wrong with this? Okay, that's it. No more snacks. Concession stand is now closed. Please, boys and girls, return to your seats. The show is about to resume. What is that? Something doesn't feel right, but... I'll just trust the stitches. I'll figure it out. Alright, where's the sacrificial boning? Did I lose it again? Yeah, I think I would lose my head if it wasn't attached to my brain today. Holy moly. Bear, did he run off on it with it? Good thing we've got our other one. Whatever. All right, this is why we're sewing straight lines today, because my brain can't handle any other. I can't sew any other lines but straight today. So maybe we should have done art stitching. Just some playtime. Phoenix, you're trying to overcomplicate shit. Yeah, maybe we'll get back to kind of like our schedule last year, with Wednesdays being whatever, and Saturdays we did art stitching, and Sundays we did garments. Oh, my boat! Ha 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 ha! Found it! Right where I left it. Okay, I should double check the thread of that needle, because that's not going to sew very well. Alright, so I'm just stuffing it in the pocket, rethreading this machine, because that is really not going to get me anywhere. Okay, deep breath, happy stitches. Happy, happy stitches. Okay. I know, I even just wish it would be a little bit colder so that we could get it cold enough for the fleas and ticks to die for the year, but it usually is so warm, doesn't stay cold enough long enough. Just super annoying. Alright, you can do it, Phoenix. Oh. Okay. Alright, now the pieces are starting to get more curvy, so I'm just going to pretend to be even more careful along the boned edges so that they really keep the shape of the pattern pieces. Because they got them to, they need to fit over all the curves. Those are your words. Yeah, so I'm just kind of like pretending that there's straight lines, just forcing it into place. And just moving the bone down to the edge of the panel. You know, they get their snacks and then just leave me. Alright, I'm going to trim, then go back, stitch it again. Is this a lot of stitching? Yes. I just feel like it this time. I just want this rugged colored corset to be able to stand out to all the potential situations. So everything being extra reinforced. What is wrong? Seeing like, oh, not the new line of stitches? Wow, we are really not. Let me check. So the bobbin thread is completely, all these loops. This is not supposed to look that horrible. You're correct. Oh. Alright. I'm just going to go through and sew that whole row yet again because that last line of stitches, you just look at it and that is falling apart. Take yet again. Okay, that's slightly more acceptable. It's just funny, even with the same spool, sometimes you just need to move it around because the tension is not quite right. Yeah, I'm sure some people would just see this mess and unpick it, but I don't do that. I just sew it over yet again. Okay. Oh, for fluffernutters' sakes. It's a good thing I double checked because I need to unpick at least one of these rows because I sewed where I didn't want to. I need this piece to extend to where it's supposed to go. Fluffernutters. Well, it's not a project if the stitch ripper doesn't come out, is it? That was some brilliant stitchery. Alright, let's get this other channel done. Maybe I'll do it from the side that got flipped up so I can see. Holy moly. Yeah, we're kind of fucking nutsacks today, aren't we? It happens. Oh, you know what? I really shouldn't be tugging the fabric either because we're we're doing some less than optimal handling practices. It's alright, just keep stitching if he next. It's gonna be really fun to try to stuff the. Oh! Actually, it will be because these ones are going to be the sprung steel, so they're bendy. I am not looking forward to cutting those bones. Good thing we're not to that step yet. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. It's all good. I'm going to wear it and I'm going to enjoy this corset one way or another, so it doesn't really matter. I just want, oh my god, I just want to keep rethreading the needle today because you pulling and yanking and not being very nice. I should hit put on my counter. How many times did we break the thread today? Because we don't need the needle break counter since we've gotten a lot better, but thread busting, we really think we're getting a high score on that today. Hey, Freya Froofers! Creepy Coobies, you wanna come say hi? No? Okay. I tried. Every time I try to do better than the last time, but this feels like I'm just going backwards. I know I've also not been sewing the seams from the same side, so some are up and some are down. Oh my god, Phoenix, you need to look where you're driving because you are really off the rails. Alright, on to the super curvy hip piece, I think. Oh, actually, thread management. Yep, super exciting. All the unglorious, unexciting things about making shit. It's slow, it can be very tedious, and it's sometimes really exciting, and others very frustrating. We can use our better diction and enunciation. I think that's good. Then I'm going to take the trimmings, put them in the appropriate little trim container. Oh, this piece is inside. Oh, for fluffernutters. This piece doesn't fit right because this is the outside and this is the inside. can leave one side of the seam stitched, but I'm gonna have to unpick everything else. All right, this is gonna take a second. I am not pleased with this error. All right, so I'm just gonna have to open up all the stitches I just put in practically. What an embarrassing thing to have just done. Okay. Alright, it's a little bit easier from where the top stitch and the blue is almost just as well that these are not so. Maybe that's part of the reason why this looks so wrong. The pieces aren't in the right direction. Yeah, it could do it. Oh, yeah, I know. Super fascinating. Phoenix, you are like, wow. Mind-blowingly, amazingly spectacular at unpicking projects. I can take the boning out because I don't need that in my way. Alright, now I'm just going to go from the inside and start opening everything back up again. And then trying to also be very careful that we don't slice the fabric. I wonder if I could do that one. It doesn't matter, Phoenix. Don't get complicated. You can't even do what you are trying to do. Hello, butterfly. How are you? How are you? How are you? Are you frozed out down there? Ay. I am ripping apart seams because I sewed the wrong side, the right side, on the wrong side. Yeah, they're at the quilt show. They look like they've been having lots of fun. Just great. I know. Dude, do they have like fair food at quilt shows, or is that one of those places? I don't know. I've never been. No. Did I? No. I am really horribly I am literally falling apart, ripping apart my seams right now because they were not. This will get more comfortable. Ow. I assume a more comfortable stitch ripping position. You know, I should just get rid of my stitch rippers because I always end up generally using my little snips. Oh, we are all frozen down there. Oh no. Hopefully your pipes aren't frozen. That's like the pits, that you've got some heating sources. And are you living off of MREs or did you batch cook some? It's like you don't have to worry about stuff staying cold, but getting stuff warm again, not so easy. I know, I can't complain because it's mild and sunny. Okay, why don't you come? I could use some fluffy. Did I just call up trouble again? No, I don't know where trouble went off to. Oh, you use seam rippers and snips too, right? Yeah, I've got. You know what I think it is that I don't keep my. I think I'm getting sick. This I don't care for this. Um. Oh, now I'm just shaking and being motion sick. I don't keep my seam ripper right next to me, and I should. I might use it more if it. Oh, doesn't matter. I just gotta use what's to hand because he made a unforgivable error. Oh, and that's super good because I completely handled and stretched out warped the pieces. So we're doing so good today. So shitty Saturday. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, you loaded up. There's with supplies in Texas. The whole city the whole city shuts down. This is a real winter storm this time. Ay ay ay. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Good. There's going to be snow. Right, my town too. They up in the mountains, they know that there's snow, but down in the valley, there gets to be some. But then the mountains you can't get to. Oh, snow, real snowstorms. Right, because they keep moving it, so it seems like the snow's supposed to come in tonight into tomorrow. Yikes. We'll see. I know. I keep hearing someplace they were like 18 inches. I'm hoping for a snow day, and I'm like, I'm hoping for a snow day on Monday for you too. I'd just be happy with some rain, to be frank, because it has been so dry this winter so far. I don't even think there's going to be I think the mountain opened for skiing like one day, a couple of days, and then there was no snow and they had to close it up again. Wow, okay. Now that the boning channel stitches are done, I can finally unpick the actual seam. Can I pull? Yeah, maybe once the pieces the right way, it should ease in more nicely because I was like, something just doesn't feel right. And now I know at least partly why. It's probably just me. I didn't, as much as I try super careful to get everything lined up correctly on the grain with so many of these funny modern fabrics, the weave is just not super awesome. So you can try super hard, but sometimes your material just lets you down. And it's not always your fault. So usually I default to it being my fault first, but some habits are hard to break. Oh, you're working on a project. You'll be in and out. Oh, that's perfect. I'll try to be entertaining for your background projecting. You doing some stitching or are you working on a new machine? Right, don't kick any featherweights out the door. No featherweights were harmed by anybody while watching our program, hopefully. Unless that piece just needed to be beaten into submission. I guess I could look at the other one, make sure this is lined up right. Yeah. I've done better shows. I feel really bad. Feel like I'm pooping the bed today. I think I'm just trying too hard. Just keep it simple, silly. Just so. Oh, that was funny in my head hole. This video that was like, learn how to journal. I'm like, you just take a piece of writing utensil and some paper and you just write shit down. Like, Do we not, have we forgotten or don't give ourselves permission to just play and make a mess and fluff up? Like, I don't, not everything needs to be complicated. Okay. That is gonna be much better. Oh! Sorry for the motion sick. Ah, Butterfly, you just did a phone consult to troubleshoot a featherweight. Now you're going to work on organizing your small room. You need to catch up with William. He's all organized now. All right. I am. As soon as I organize, I am like, oh, there's clean space. I get started on projects, and then I make a mess again. Now that this piece is in the right direction, this is going to be so much better. Oh, come on, Freya Froofers. Why don't you come say hi? They never see you. Do you think? Okay, if we're super quiet. I know, actually, I organized one of my work table yesterday, and Dove was joking. He's like, we should take a picture because now that you've done this, it will probably never look this good again. I'm like, shh, don't remind me. No, those are not for you. Oh, fluffers. And she stole a spool of thread. No, okay, I did it. You can have one. You're not the cat I was trying to woo. I gotta get this spool before it unrolls, though. Dude, you're such a good emotional abuse support cat. You're so good at your job. How can I be getting frustrated when you are just stellar? You got the mission brief and said, I can do this. Point me in the right direction so I can meow him. Oh, so I can make it meow him. Can you not show your butt on show like that? Okay. Oh, thanks for that. Beating me with your tail yet again. Okay, now that I got those pieces lined up, I think that side's going to come together so much better. Oh, I was looking. Somebody's giving ready this beautiful armoire, glass doors and fancy, but I don't really have the room and nor the way to transport it, though the price was perfect. It was free. Am I losing my voice? Holy shit. Phoenix, you know what that means. More sewing and more stitching, less bitching. Okay. Oh, let's put a couple pins in. There we go. Alright, back to the stuff. I know, he did such a good job organizing. I was thinking of my fabric because it's just in plastic tubs except for the rolls, and they're nice. Phoenix, I love getting fabric on rolls because then you can just stand it up in the tubs and they just look so beautiful all the time. Once you cut it, then you gotta fold it or roll it, and I'm not as good at keeping those ones organized. Oh yeah, that piece lines up just perfectly now that I've got the right sides together. How did I close that? Okay. ay. I'm sorry for all that horrible coughing. This is not really great. Just as well I had to unpick it because I didn't reinforce that seam either. So I can do it this time. Okay, that is so much better. There's nothing like going through and doing all the steps and you're like, I know something just is tickling in my head hole that something is just not right here. But at least I've got one side of the boning channel done, then I'll just flip it over and then get the next side stitched. I'm glad I realized I didn't need to rip out all the stitching. I just done just 2/3 of it. I know my brain is going overtime. Like as soon as we finish this one, then I can do the mock-up again for the power mesh layer. Because if that works out right, then I can do some of the velour and sew sequins all over it. But it makes more sense to trace the pattern pieces and do all the sequining before I cut the panels, and then once the ornamentation is done, then cut the panels and do the assembly. Because it'll just be easier to handle, I think. But then also the pieces can't get all funny if I just have them marked. Actually, I'm probably going to end up having to thread baste them because I have a hard time. I don't know how to mark on the velour on the right side that's going to stick. There isn't anything, Felix. You're going to have to thread mark. All right. That's fine. At least I know what I need to get myself into. I know, we've done some mistakes that we haven't done in a long time. We sewed the wrong side. We caught layers that we weren't supposed to catch together. We had one piece, the right orientation, the other piece, incorrect orientation. I'm just forcing a straight line with the plastic boning so it can be nice and uptight and close with my seams or boning channels. Oh, that would have been funny to do it with zip ties, but then have them so you could pull them out in case you needed zip ties. Because people use zip ties for boning, but they cut off the ends. It would be more fun to leave a channel open so you're like, let me just rip out a zip tie. That's still functional. All right, back to the reinforcing. I know, I'll have to go and look because it would be funny to do one that's thicker with coax cables. You're like, got my radio pocket right here, and who needs an antenna? I've got a wearable antenna. We just pull. Oh god, that would be so funny, Phoenix. We just pull it out and just stand there, and your corset is your antenna. That would be really silly. Actually, that would be super fun. Am I again saying words I don't fully understand? Yes. You know, just enough to sound dumb and get myself into trouble. But at least I know that. Alright, let's do some thread management. Because it is a forever thing. Alright, that looks good. Right now we need that super... Oh, those are... Do I want to do all of this one? But actually, all of me, so's all of you. I'm just going to undo this. I laid out the lacing strips because, as I said earlier, I did not punch eyelets yet. I thought I was going to. I didn't. So I'm just going to free this piece. Did I fuck this piece up too? Is that why this doesn't lay right? Oh, that's right. Okay. I'm going to go back to the other side. Because corset comes in two halves. One of the halves, I've got all my paper markings and pieces. So I sew that one second so that I keep my roadmap and directions. And then I go into the other one. Should we just close? I'm like shit in the bed and being really disappointed and grumpy, but just so, Phoenix, just so. I know you're vain and looking at the numbers and wanting to be better, but sometimes snowstorms and people have other things to do, and you need to sew this. Okay, I'm just pulling out the pins because it's not lined up quite right. Wow, this is not right. Here's... This is so not lining up right. Okay, let's consult the one I just did more correctly. Yeah, no, this is not right. Okay. So I just sewed this panel on the corresponding half and it all laid down nicely. This not laying down nicely. Okay. Take a gajillion. Wow, it's been a long time since we've done more stitch ripping than sewing on this show, but you know, it happens. So the show must go on, boys and girls. Thank goodness for sewing machines that will sew whatever the weather. Oh, wait, Not even being good at putting my shame on the screen. Yeah, we are ripping yet another seam. Hey! I give up. I give the cat flag of surrender. Okay, this one is correct. There. Okay, now that looks like a more... That sandwich looks like it's gonna fit better. Also, there's some extra that didn't get trimmed from the edge. So that fluffed me up because I think I was trying to line up with marks that are not appropriate. And I do corsets sew every seam from the top down so that it all stretches in the same direction. There's just little funny things. Nothing is inherently like complicated or funny. It's just takes some thoughtfulness. What is wrong with this piece? This is so short. Does this bust 4? Nope, that's completely the right size. But then, where is it too tall? Oh. It should be. Oh, this piece is not cut tall enough. Or is it backwards again? What? I am really confused today. And it shows. Alright, we're just gonna give this a few more minutes. Today's is a disaster of a show. My seam's shittier and shittier. What is wrong? Okay, nope, that's right. This piece is way too big, though. Nope. But this other side lines up, doesn't it? Where's the other half? Did I throw it overboard because I am just irritated and frazzled? I think my brain is like melting live on air. Alright, I'm waving the white flag of surrender today. I don't know what's going on. Something is not right. I'm getting confused. Alright, let me give this like another second to see why. I pretend. Alright, let me just... I don't know if this is gonna work. What's the worst we can do? We rip it apart, rip out another seam? Oh darn, it's not like we haven't done that 15 times already today. Let's see. Look. Okay. All right. And thread tension is off. We're just like running into all of the funny business today. It's a good thing we're running over our seams twice, because holy, we sure need it. They're just gonna come apart looking at it, and I need this to hold up to the tasks. It's like the bobbin is not. Something too tight? Alright, just fiddle around once again. Okay, that looks slightly less horrific. Maybe? Okay. Now we're back in stitches for a minute or two. Good. Oh, I'm sorry for all the coughing. That is just embarrassing. And yep, I am looking at the screen behind me. I'm checking. I'm doing body checking behaviors. Yep. It's true. This piece is not the right way either. Is this... Something is not... I think I mixed up my tops and my bottoms. Because the other piece did not... Where is the other half I sewed? I don't... Why is that? This curve lines up. Does it? Not? I don't know what I'm doing today. Who am I? Where am I? Or is this a circus? This is a very poor sewing show. I've lost my pieces and I'm losing my mind. Wow, we are... And as soon as I complain and feel super bitchy, people show up and I'm like, ay. People are... Alright, let's try to be a little bit better. I really... Alright, let's get the next piece and see if this lines up right. I am really concerned. But let's see here. This lines up like this. Beautiful. That's the right length. Okay, so... Well, there's only one way to find out for sure, boys and girls. No, this... Okay. Okay. Yeah. The ground curvy. No. I think I completely fluffed this up. This is... Alright. Okay, the lining is right, but the outside is not going to line up right because it needs to be like here. But for that to happen is on the inside. I am so glad that I didn't stitch the eye hole. Cut them off. Words. I'm really glad we didn't punch eyelets yet because I need to completely rip apart both of these because I have mixed up the outside and the inside layers for my rights and lefts, and something is horribly wrong. All right. Let the unpicking begin because if not now, when? How? I don't understand. But those pieces don't line up right. They've got that line. Oh, God. Oh, this is going to be super fun, unpicking all of the layers and then... Because Okay, Phoenix, don't worry about it. Don't think about how to fix it. First step, undo all of the stitches from today and Wednesday. Try to keep organized your pattern pieces. So I'm going to unpick them, pin them together just so I know which one is the number orientation, even though I know that my fashion, fabric, and lining orientation is not correct. And this, boys and girls, is where sewing corsetry, where the headache comes in. Because keeping track of the right side, the left side, the top side, and the bottom side all need to be impeccably checked and quadruple checked. Okay, this piece. Okay, so I'm just going to pin this together to see if somehow this is salvageable or if I just really am just... Okay. This is the back, left, center back, left. Cut it straight like a top. This is curved like a hip. Okay. This is part 3. This is piece 4. Yeah. Okay, so I mixed up which panel 4 goes with which on which side. Alright, where did I throw the other one that I was working on? Do I just want to give up for right now? All right, my brain hurts from this for a second. Let me now to something completely different for a minute. Because I need a few minutes of something I feel I can do successfully. So we're going to work on this crochet chain for this necklace. And this is, they call this a point lace tape because you use this for embroidery stitches. Battenberg lace. Not in the fuckus. But it's just a repeat, and then you turn the work, stuff it through the first loop, you pull it up, and then pull up through the 2 loops on the ring. I am just trying to be careful to make sure that I'm only piercing the layer that I want. Yeah, nice repeat pattern, because sometimes we just need something repetitive and not like corsetry. Oh, where did I drop the other? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, I'll get back to it. I'll probably do. I'm getting a feeling I might spend some time redoing stuff by myself. Maybe I'll just have some finishing to tomorrow. I don't know. I shouldn't. Enix, don't talk until you know. Oh, it's been a while since I sewed a corset and demonstrated all the ways that it's easy to fluff yourself up. And that was not right either. Some days you just need to know when you're making that it's better to just do something low stakes, because just much easier when you just make for the fun of it. I'm sure you can't get away with things like that when you're making for others or on a deadline or this or that or the other thing. I know, I don't even have the sweet sounds of the sewing machine. But this chain looks so cute. It looks like looks like gold chain, which it is, but we crocheted it instead of little individual loops all looped together. Oh, right, because I was saying for the Battenberg lace, you can make little shapes with a chain like this and then do some either needlework or like we did last year for the yoke for the gray chemise. We use that to make our little spaces, and then we stitched inside of it. I am really not good with my words and thinking today. Even doing this repetitive corn. Ugh, gosh. Yeah, some shows, some days are way better than others. That's good. I think we're just going to continue to shop our stash today. Try to find that thing that I misplaced 2 weeks ago that's really bugging me that I can't find it. Oh. All right, I did a little work. I'm coming up. I'm sorry, boys and girls. We're calling it a show. That's not too shabby. I fluffed around and made a disaster for 2 hours. I've got so much unpicking in front of me. And I'm just, you guys deserve better, and we're coming apart. off the rails and off the seams in a horrible way. So I'm going to do you all a favor and stop while the stopping's good, because all right, boys and girls, I'll be back tomorrow at noon p.m. Pacific. TTFN, stay warm, do something awesome. I'm going to see if I can end this disaster. All right, bye.